The idea for NADA was born out of my work as a marine biologist, and it became very apparent very early on just how global and widespread the plastic pollution problem was. So that really prompted me to start thinking about our food system as a whole, because a lot of the problems that I was seeing with the ocean were somehow linked to food. So everything from agricultural runoff, pesticides and fertilizers that are creating dead zones, to ocean noise from shipping goods all around the world. Bycatch and overfishing are another big one, and then marine debris is another one. So we are trying to tackle a lot of these problems at the source, and really trying to focus on reducing plastic pollution and food waste in our supply chain. Since we've opened, we've sent 0 kilograms of food to landfill, which is amazing. And we're a relatively small store, we're about 2,300 square feet, but since we've opened, we've diverted 140,000 containers from landfill. So when people come into the store, we primarily encourage them to bring their own containers to refill with food. We have containers that people can purchase. We have a lot of free containers, which is really great. So we have some really great partnerships with local offices, for example, that donate containers for us to give away. We also have quite a few of our products in reusable jars with a jar deposit. Not only are people able to reduce their waste through the containers that they're bringing and reusing again, but they're also ultimately reducing food waste by buying only what they need. Our supply chain is really different than any other store. We work with lots of B corporations and 1% for the Planet companies. We work with a lot of companies that are essentially willing to help us tackle waste in some way, shape, or form in the supply chain. In many instances, we have products that are coming to us in reusable containers where we can. So we're actually reducing the packaging waste on the supplier side of things as well. I think large-scale retailers have a real opportunity to kind of make a stance with this. It's ultimately the retailers that dictate what products are or are not on a shelf. So if they're able to say we now have a different procurement or sourcing policy that requires items to be package-free or have a certain, a reduced amount of packaging, or they must be shipped in a certain way, companies and suppliers are going to change because they want to be on those shelves. So yeah, ultimately I think larger retailers and grocery stores can play a huge part in that conversation.